44 different countries squeezed into just 10 million square kilometers, Europe's landscape had shaped human civilization in profound ways, while harboring some interesting natural features, from towering mountains that are still growing taller every year, to countries that are actively creating new land where there was once only sea. The continent's geography tells a story of constant change and adaptation. But what exactly makes Europe so unique, and why does its landscape matter so much to global history? Well, that's what we're exploring today. In this video, we'll take you through 50 of the most interesting facts about European geography that might just change how you see this continent. But first, if you love learning about the craziest and most unbelievable places on Earth, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos. Number 1. Starting with the basics, Europe isn't technically a full continent. Unlike other continents with clear natural boundaries, Europe is actually the western peninsula of the larger Eurasian landmass. As a result, the separation between Europe and Asia is more cultural and historical than it is geological. This makes Europe the only continent that isn't fully defined by geography or its boundaries. At number 2, Europe's only desert is in Spain. The Tabernas Desert in Andalusia, Spain, covers about 280 square kilometers and receives less than 200 millimeters of rainfall annually. This semi-arid landscape looks so similar to the American Southwest that it became the filming location for numerous spaghetti westerns in the 1960s and 70s. So if you've ever watched The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, you've seen Europe's desert masquerading as the American frontier. Number 3. Europe's highest point is a dormant volcano. Mount Elbrus in Russia's North Caucasus stands at 5,642 meters, making it Europe's highest peak. But despite being Europe's tallest mountain, Elbrus doesn't get nearly the respect of the more photogenic Alps. At number 4, the Mediterranean Sea is slowly disappearing. Did you know that the Mediterranean Sea is gradually shrinking as Africa moves northward toward Europe at a rate of about 2.5 centimeters per year? In fact, in approximately 50 million years, the Mediterranean will completely disappear as the African and Eurasian plates collide, creating a mountain range where the sea once was. Number 5. The Netherlands is growing larger every year. As it turns out, the Dutch saying, "God created the world and the Dutch created the Netherlands," isn't just clever wordplay. There is some truth in that statement. They're the only people who can legitimately claim to have made their country from scratch. This is because the Netherlands continues to expand its territory through land reclamation. Particularly, the massive Zuiderzee Works project transformed an entire inlet of the North Sea into freshwater IJsselmeer Lake, adding nearly 1,500 square kilometers to the country. Number 6. The Ural Mountains form Europe's edge but barely feel like a border. Most geographers agree that the Ural Mountains mark Europe's eastern frontier with Asia. These ancient mountains stretch for about 1,600 kilometers from the Arctic Ocean to Kazakhstan. Formed around 300 million years ago, they once stood as tall as the Himalayas, but have been worn down by millions of years of erosion. Number 7. 3 different countries claim to have Europe's geographic center. Lithuania has erected a monument near the village of Panuskes, marking what they calculate as Europe's geographic center. Not to be outdone, Belarus and Ukraine have competing monuments claiming the same distinction. These contradictory claims stem from different definitions of Europe's boundaries. It's like 3 siblings, all claiming to be the middle child. Technically, they can't all be right, but good luck convincing any of them they're wrong. Number 8. Norway's coastline is so complex, it's difficult to measure accurately. With its countless fjords, islands and inlets, Norway's coastline stretches an estimated 25,148 kilometers, equivalent to circling the equator more than halfway. If you were to measure it with greater precision, accounting for every tiny inlet, the length would increase dramatically due to the coastline paradox, potentially reaching over 100,000 kilometers. Number 9. The Vatican City is smaller than most theme parks, but operates as a fully independent country. Covering just 49 hectares, the Vatican City is the smallest internationally recognized sovereign state globally. To put that into perspective, you could fit Vatican City into New York's Central Park 7 times with room to spare. It's the only country where you can walk the entire border during your lunch break and still have time to grab a snack. Number 10. Iceland sits on the boundaries between 2 tectonic plates. The country is located directly on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates are pulling apart at about 2.5 centimeters per year. At the Thingvellir National Park, visitors can walk between the continental plates,